Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Thanks for joining me once again in one of these diary entries. And as you can see, very exciting time because not only is it a new pack that's coming out, so we get to experience a lot of new stuff there. It's a small pack, but it's a set based off of Eevee. Eevee, my favorite Pokemon of all time. It's been my favorite Pokemon ever since Gen 1 came out, and I played it there, and I picked up my Eevee from the top of the Celadon department store in that one little apartment there, and Eevee was just my favorite from that point on. I cannot explain why, it just has been, so was thrilled that there was a whole Pokemon set devoted to Eevee at the beginning of the year in the physical card game, and now that they have one in the actual TCG pocket there. Ooh boy, yeah, that's big for me. And it looks like they're gonna have potentially an Eevee EX, and then a lot of different ones there. There's a Penny there, so we're gonna go in, grab a bunch of stuff there, and likely we're going to probably going to be doing another one of these at some point there. So just taking a quick peek at the pack here, and it's absolutely lovely. It's got Eevee in all of its evolutions there. Who knows, maybe we'll be getting another one in Gen 10. Alright, first pack. A little bit of Chatot, 70, and we've got something in it. Yes! 70 normal, tone deaf, 10 damage. Pokemon is now confused. I mean, not too bad for stage 1 there. Basic, not stage 1, but basic there. Just get something confused. Mawile, 70 metal. Powerful Vice for 2, 30. Flip a coin. If heads, active is now paralyzed. Okay. Vanillux, 140 water. 2 for double spin. 80x. Flip 2. 80 damage for each heads. That's not too bad for a coin flipper there. Carbink, 80 fighting, hard roll for 2, 30, coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from an effect of attacks done to this Pokemon. Not too terrible there, you got really lucky there. Interesting that it only has one retreat cost, I would have thought it was more, and for a big card there. Oh, it knows. Oh my god, it knows that I love Eevees. In a singular pack, the first pack that we open up for Eevee, we get the gold card there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell. Okay. Let's see what this does. Oh. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And we got it right off the rip. Oh my god. It knows that I love Eevees that much. An item with choose one. During this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon that evolve from Eevee do 10 extra damage to your opponent's active, or 2 heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon that evolves from Eevee. First one isn't that bad since it can combine in with other effects since this is an item there, but the bottom one there, I mean, if you've got multiple Pokemon that evolve from Eevee, you could be healing, like 8 or more. That's not too bad for an item. Oh my god. Just what the hell is this opening? Yeah, I'm definitely keeping a picture of that there. Who would have guessed gold on the first opening? Wow. Well, I guess with that there, 69 cards, nice. Have that spot already filled in there. Alright, well, I guess with that out of the way, that actually gives us a good segue. I was going to put in another part there, and I just forgot to go over it because I was so excited to go into this, but seeing that there, it's like, I also wanted to just showcase, here's some stuff if you are opening up singles. This is something that you can get. Like, you don't need to necessarily be spending money to get stuff in. So right here, you'll see some new stuff.
First up is going to be a full art Alolan Mucky-X. There's also going to be another shiny Haunter. There's also my third Lily Immersive art, one of the best. And then there is going to be this gold that I ended up getting of Solgaleo. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is that I had enough points to be able to get one, and unfortunately I got the Solgaleo instead of the Lunala because you have to pick right away. Prior to selecting that golden Solgaleo, I had enough hourglasses to go through the Lunala packs to try to get an immersive Guzma, since that is something that I did not have. So I put them in, and I decided to go ahead and grab them up. And as you can see, at first I was not getting too much luck, and then on this pack 6 I ended up getting this Guzma, and it had just some amazing music. Listen to this. Now, I do think that this Guzma Immersive has some of the best music for the immersive cards. Something else that I found funny was that the Salazzle looked a little shiny. And speaking of shinies, I also got this another shiny regular Blastoise, no Blastoise EX though. And on pack 9, I ended up getting a second Guzma. What would you think about that, huh? So it was just like a great little pack opening for the 10 packs.
Okay, so I mean, as you can see, like, you really don't need to spend money. Like, you can just get lucky on some of the stuff that you do, whether it is in Wonder Trade or if you're actually opening up packs. But, you know, there's also the possibility of, hey, you know, like, every day you get your hourglasses there, and you're able to open up your 10 packs there or something all at one time if you really want to there, and you might be able to get something nice. So let's go in here and see what pack number 2 has to offer us. No, it has nothing to do with the backwards packs there. I just like opening them up there. Sableye, 70 dark, 1 dark, scratch 30. I mean, 30 off the rip there for 1 is not that bad. There, I'm trying to remember if Farfetch'd was 40. Tropius, 100. Grass, 3 for cutting 160. That's Mass. Swirlix, 60. Psychic, 1 for Sweet Relay, 10 plus. If one of your Pokemon used Free Relay during your last turn, this does 20 more. Okay. Torkoal, 100. Fire, Double Fire, Flamethrower, 70. Discard a Fire Energy from this, not that bad. And we're getting the Eevee EX right off the bat, too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Eevee knows I love it. Eevee EX, 98 HP, 1 colorless, 1 for bite, 30 damage. That's, again, not too bad. VEV Volve. VEV Volve. I get it, it's trying to make a pun on this. This Pokemon can evolve into any Pokemon that evolves from Eevee if you play it from your hand onto this Pokemon. Yeah, okay, so normally EX Pokemon can't evolve, like, you can't evolve Pikachu EX into, like, a Raichu there. So it's allowing you to put anything on this. So it's just basically a really good Eevee because it has a lot more HP and has a lot more HP, and its attack does a lot more, even for 1 there. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is if the thing that this evolves into gets knocked out, do they still get 2 points? That would be an interesting thing to test. So, but yeah, for my first 2 packs to get the Eevee EX as well as the gold, specifically the gold there, it's like, yeah. Oh boy. Okay, last of the 3 packs there, and then we'll be moving on into the Hourglass is a little greeted with all of those berries. Look at all those berries that he has. Some Lums. He's got some Leppa berries there. And I can't recall what the blue ones are there, but my goodness, he is happy as a clam with all of those. 120 HP, normal, 3 for Enhanced Fang, 50 plus. If there's a Pokemon tool attached to this, it does 50 more. Not too bad for a stage 1, potentially doing 100. Mienfoo, 60 fighting, 1 fighting, kick shot 40. Line of Tails, this does nothing. Okay, so it's kind of a more fair, far-fetched. Minccino, 70, colorless, sorry, normal, pound for 110, okay. And our regular Eevee, look at how cute he is. He's going off for a walk there. Not sure what he's gonna find, but he's doing it there. 60 HP, colorless, 1 for collect, draw a card. I always like those, so I mean, if we're gonna be making an Eevee deck there, being able to just draw extra cards is always nice. And we're also gonna get a new Melmetal, 140, Steel type, 3 for Mega Punch, 90 damage. Not the greatest there. I mean, again, 90 is pretty good for it. 3 Steel is a little bit heavy investment, so I mean, if you don't have something like Dialga EX out there, it's going to be hard. Plus, this has a retreat cost of 4. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Let's see if we're going to be able to master set this one, as in get one of each of the regular cards. I just realized they've been doing a lot of shiny stuff. Are we gonna get shiny Eevee and Eeveelutions? If we do, I'll be having to go really, really hard on this pack there to try to get all of them there. Alright. So first 10 shot here. What are we gonna get? Okay, a little bit of sound, a little bit of flash there, but there's always potentially something. Mawile, Salazzle, 90, 1 fire, combustion for 40, 1 terrible, Purloin, 60, dark, 1 for playful knockdown, discard all Pokemon tools from opponent's active. Okay, Mawile, Sylveon, first Eeveelution, 90 HP, psychic type, 2 for Evo Harmony, 40 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each Eeveelution Pokemon on your bench there. Oh my goodness. You get more Eeveelutions out there, you can be doing an extra, doing an extra 90, 2 energy for a potential 130 damage. That is insane. Because I don't think that we have anything, I'm not sure if we have anything that is 200 HP. I know that we have, I think, 180, maybe 190 there. So it's like a guaranteed 2-co on things there with, I mean, if you have 2 extra Pokemon there, then 2 extra Eeveelutions, it's 60 plus, so. Now the only problems is Eevees, because you can only have 2 Eevees, and then you'd be able to get 2 Eevee EXs, so you'd have to get all of them out there to do that, because this has to evolve from one of them there. So that's like the big issue for it. It's like, it does a whole lot, but you need to get a bunch of Pokemon out there really, really fast. So, like, probably a majority of your deck would have to be like Pokeball, Professor Oaks, anything else that might come up that could get it. Maybe, what do you call it there? Maybe Penny will do something. I don't know what it does, but we'll probably find out. Minccino, Torracat, 80, Fire, 2 for Claw / 50, okay, Mawile, Whiscash, 130, Fighting type, 4 for Earthquake, 130, this also does 10 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. Ew, I don't like that. How, during this turn, attacks used by your Decidueye EX, Incinerary EX, or Primarina EX do 30 plus damage to your opponent's active. That's pretty nice if you're running one of those specifically there. Nice on you, Hal, giving a bunch of damage. A little bit of Torkoal, some Thilnolite, being a little cutie there too. 60 and water, 1 for Sweets Relay. Okay, so another Pokemon that's using the Sweets Relay. Interesting. Barboach, 70 fighting, 2 one-shot 30. Okay, Galvantulus, 80 lightning, 2 lightning. Electric Shock for 70, discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. Your opponent's active is now paralyzed. That's 2 though, like, there's no retreat cost, so potential. There's potential, but I'm gonna say it's hard potential. So so difficult. And we get Glaceon. Glaceon, 100 water type, 2 for Ice Blade, does 50 to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so you can hit their bench. Alright. Steenian, some really psychedelic art there. 80 for Grass, 1 for Leaf Step, 40. Oh. I wonder what Serena's going to be like there, if that's going to be the case. Mienfoo, Togedemaru, 80, Steel type, 2 for Crystal Spikes, 30. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by attack, do 30 to the attacking Pokemon. Oh, that's very nice there. I mean, it's not an innate ability there, but dealing 30, and then if they attack you, they take an extra 30 there, so 60 altogether. Very good candidate there for, you know, Rocky Helmet and trying to heal up there so that opponents take a bunch of damage there. Not too shabby. Tropius and a Sylveon EX. Oh yeah. 140 Psychic type. Happy Ribbon. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may draw 2 cards. That is so good. You just play this out, you draw 2 cards, you get a free Professor Oak, or Oak's Research. That's so good. Oh my god, Fairy Wind for 70. I mean, it's not a terrible attack. I mean, it's for 2, and this is a 1 stage there. It could be better there, but the thing is that this is this is drawing you 2 cards for playing it there. Okay, yeah, that is really, really good. Togedemaru, Bounce, Sweet, Yukimori artwork there. Look, Yukimori always does good with her little clay creations there. 60 Grass, Flop for 10. Grandpa, not looking quite as crazy as he did in that other one. 100 HP Dragon type, 2 for Dragon Breath, 70 for Point of Tails. This does nothing if head your opponent's active is now paralyzed there. Okay, so another one to go into the flip for the risk-taking. Dragonair, 90 for a Dragon type, Water and Electric for Waterfall, 60. So we're getting a new potential Dragonite, maybe? We'll have to see. And Greedon looking very, very happy with all of his berries there. Nice. Minccino, Dratini, 60, Dragon type, D for 20. Mienshao, 90 HP, Fighting type, 2 for Low Kick, 70. Okay. Sableye, that we saw again. Penny, okay. Look at a random supporter card that's not Penny from your opponent's deck and shuffle it back into their deck. Use the effect of that card as the effect of this card there. Okay, I thought that it would be dealing a lot more with Eevees based off of her stuff there, but I guess, you know, this goes in much with her hacker persona there of the big boss there of Team Star. The only problem that I have with this is you don't know what supporters that they're going to have in their deck, and it might not necessarily be beneficial for you. So I'm gonna say I would very much like to get the full art of Penny there because, you know, she also loves Eevees and I like her design, but I don't think I'd ever use it there. Not unless I knew what was in their deck ahead of time there, but I mean, the only other thing that I would do is you have to have like the supporter that tells you all of that stuff there, and then you have to get the right one if you want the right one. So it's just Salandit, 60 HP Fire, 1 Fire Ember, 30 discard a Fire from this. That's not too bad. I mean, you know, the thing is that Salazzle needs 2. I guess the only other thing that I see for Penny is that it allows you to shuffle your opponent's deck. That could be something there, but again, we've got other things to do that. Chatot, Salazzle. Oh no, Salazzle only needed 1. Okay, so that's not too bad actually there, just being able to do that. But I mean, there's only 40 on it there. Wishcash again. Another Wishcash down, sweet. Brionne, 90, Water type. 2 for Water Gun, 40. Okay, Joltik, 40. Electric, 1 for Jolt, 10 for Point of Head's active is now paralyzed. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that rare Umbreon card. Look at that 1 star. So I'm gonna guess then that all of the EXs for the evolutions have full arts. All of the regular evolutions are gonna have these art cards there. 100 HP Dark type, 1 Dark for Dark Binding, 40 damage. If the defending Pokemon is a basic, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Okay, so you can try to shut them down there. Oh my god, that also works really good with any of the with any of the EXs that are also basic Pokemon there, because then you could just hose that strategy, that one, or a lot of Ultra Beasts there as well. This is actually like I think that this is actually a sleeper of how good it is, just because, I mean, unless they're playing something, if they're playing those type of things, they're getting really be terrible for them. Ambipom, 90 HP, colorless, catching tail. Once during your turn, you may put a random Pokemon tool from your deck into your hand. Corkscrew Punch, 50 for 2. I mean, this is colorless, so it can go into any deck there, and if you're running Pokemon tools, then this essentially acts as an extra draw for you there every turn. I think that this is actually an amazing support card to have on your bench. Not necessarily be able to fight with it, though. I mean, you could power it up enough, and once you get all of your tools from your deck there, you could essentially throw it away, use it for battle there if you want to, but just to get that free extra draw every turn is really good. Audino, they did a really good artwork for this one here. 90 HP, colorless, do the wave. That one looks very recognizable. 2 for 20x, does 20 damage for each of your benched Pokemon, so up to 60 damage there for you. You need a full bench for it though. Purloin again, Dratini, and Zarina. Okay, Zarina, 140, grass type. 1 for kickdown, 50. Your opponent reveals a random card from their hand and shuffles it into their deck. Okay. So, Disruptor Zarina, I really like that there. I wish that we could have the, the full art one with it there as well, but, we'll take what we can get there. So a new Zarina with a hand disruption there, I really like that there. I think that's good. Slurpuff, 120, Psychic there, Sweets Relay 30 plus. If one of your Pokemon use Sweets Relay during your last turn, this does 60 more damage there, which is really good for it there, because I don't know if Swirlix was able to do it there, but if they were, then you do the one for Swirlix, it does its 10 damage there, and then you evolve it into Slurpuff, and because you used Sweets Relay last turn, it does 90, so it does 100 there, and it keeps on consistently doing 90 for only 2. Yeah, that's not too bad. Apom, 60, colorless, double hit, 20x, flip 2 coins, does 23 heads. Another Eevee, always will take that. And we're going to get Poplio, 70 HP, water, 2 for water, and 30, and a full an artist rare Vaporeon, whatever you call this there, illustrated rare. 120 HP, water type, Hyper Whirlpool, 70 damage for 3. Flip a coin until you get tails for each heads. Discard random energy from your opponent's active. Okay, so you've got your supporter Vaporeon that we had early on in the Mythical Island there that put stuff out, and this one is going to be a disruptor of discarding energy from your opponent's opponent's active there. Yeah, I'll certainly take more versions of that. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know what ended up happening there. That was our last one, our last pack there, so okay. I wonder how many. One away from 17,000. Get all of these in there. So it looks like we've got 45 different ones now, and we are almost done with the whole collection. But we're going to go because we want to see if there are any shiny Pokemon. We want to see if there are any full arts there. Looks like we got a little bit there. Woobat, 60, Psychic, 1 for Gust, 20. Okay, Yanfu, Salandit, another Penny, another Sylveon, yep. We need to get doubles up of all of our different evolutions there. Bounce, we get Vantula, Chatot, Mawile, Cincino, 90, Colorless, 1 for Slap, 40. Okay. Dragonair, Vanillish, 80. Water, Sweets Relay, 30 plus, so this one does 50 because it does another 20 if it does it there. Okay. Alcremie, okay, 80 HP, Psychic, Sweets Overload 40 times. This attack does 40 damage for each time your Pokemon used Sweets. So this is just a finisher for that sort of strategy there. You get something that has used that a lot with like Slurpuff and whatnot there, and then you're just like, yes. You know, this does 40 for each time they've used it there, so they've used it 4 times there, and you're like, ah, yes, here I am, doing 160 damage with my Alcremie. Or if you were somehow able to use it 5 times, and it's just doing 200 damage there. I like that as just a strategy, the Sweets Overload strategy. I definitely want to make a deck around that now. And we got the Milcery to do it, to go in there as well, 50 Psychic, Sweets Relay 10 plus. Does the same thing there, and we're getting our Leafeon there, 90 HP, Grass type, Leaf Blast for 110 plus, does 20 more damage for each Grass energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you're having Grass energy on it, it starts off doing 30, and then when you have 2, it'll be 50, then 70, 90 there. Probably so far one of the weaker ones, just because you have to do a very heavy investment into Grass for this there. We'll certainly take it, but I think that probably the other evolutions are, well, the other ones that we have seen so far have just been better. The Sylveon EX, obviously there, but just the regular Sylveon, regular Umbreon, regular Vaporeon. Meltan, 60 Metal type, 1 for Headbutt, 20, okay. Harbank, Incineroar, 150 Fire type, 3 for Darkest Lariat, 100 times, flip 2 points, it does 100 for each heads. That's not too bad there. Another good one into the coin flip deck there, especially since it's 100 for each heads. Could probably, you can use Rare Candy for that there. Chatot, Alcremie, good. Okay, so we got 2 Alcremies there, we just need another Milcery. Meltan, Leftovers, okay. New Pokemon tool at the end of your turn. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active slot, you deal 10 damage from it there. That's not too bad there, just a free 10 healing every single turn there if it's in the active. Okay, I think that's a pretty good tool. Eevee, Chatot, another Leafeon there, okay, doubled up on that. Mienshao, Mienfoo, Togedemaru, Dratini. Oh, look how cute they are. Oh, absolutely adorable. Look at that Eevee. You just want to pinch his cheeks and just stroke its fur. Oh, absolutely lovely. Eevee, Torracat, Ambipom, Dratini, Grandpa, Torkoal, Appleton, 90 HP, Grass type, Sweets Relay. So this one also has Sweets Relay for 40 with 30 on the back end there, so 70 damage there, potentially for 1 Grass type. And I think that the other ones there, like the Alcremie, the Swirlix I think is like a Psychic type there, but I don't know if, I'd have to see it again. Sweets Relay might be colorless there, but Appleton seems like a very, very good one to do it there because it's 70 for 1 Grass type there, for 1 Grass energy. I kind of dig that as another entry in that one there, so that's a good one in it there. Joltik, Chatot, Swoobat, 100, Psychic type, 1 for Psyshot, 40, okay. Liepard, 90, Dark type, 2 for Slashing Class, 70, okay. Applin, 40, Grass type, 1 for Ram, 20, okay. Another Audino, another Poplio, Tropius, Steenie, Vanillix, Purloin, Dratini, and Incineroar. Okay, so not quite as much as the last one there. Nope, not that. We want to go to next there. And we should be having a few more there. How many? Yep, 17, because we were the 1 card off from it there. And how much? Okay, so 55 out of the 69 there, so we need 14 new ones there. But as you can see, there's a ton of illustrated rares, probably full arts there, as well as maybe shinies there that we'll have to open up. So going in for our third 10 pack here and seeing if we might be able to grab anything up from it. A little bit of Galvantula, Audino, Minccino, Steenie, Wishcash, Tropius, Squovent. Oh, he's got a bunch of berries there as well with him there. See some Nanabs, some Rouse berries, some Chipotle berries there. Looks like some other ones that I can't quite see. Maybe a raspberry in there. Okay. Nice little artwork there. Mawile, Alomomola, 110 for water type, Water Pulse 50. Opponent's active is now asleep. Okay. Freedom. Swoobat, Steenie, Applin, Dragonair, Cincino. Another How. Alomomola, Steenie, Vinolite, Glaceon. Okay, so 2 Glaceons there, that's good. Alcremie, Meltan, Coracat, Chatot, another Leafeon there. Okay, Meltan, Litten, Joltik, Ambipom, Flareon EX. Okay, we don't have a regular Flareon yet, but Flareon EX is going to be 150 HP for a fire type. Combustibility. Once during your turn, you may attach a fire energy from your discard to this Pokemon. If you do 20 damage to this Pokemon and do Fire Spin, 3 for 130, discard 2 fire from it there. So every turn, you know, if you put the investment in on it there, you can continuously put the fire energy on it there, because you're discarding the 2, you can bring 1 back from your discard to attach it to this there, and then your 1 for the turn you can attach it as well. So not the worst thing ever, but still I think that there are the other ones are probably going to be better, but I mean, it's still a decent EX there. We'll certainly, I'll absolutely take it. Cincino, Eevee, Mienfoo, Poplio, Galvantula, Litten, Applin, another Penny, another Litten. More leftovers? Okay, so 2 leftovers, that's good. How, Meltan, Vanillish, Squovent, Espeon. Okay, 100 HP, Psychic type, Psychic Crush for 1, 20x. Does 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, so it's like the Alakazam one there of like Psyshock. I can't quite remember what the name of the attack does, but it does this amount of damage, and I think it might just have been Psychic, and then it's like plus an certain amount for every energy attached to it, and now this is just 20 for every single energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So, you know, it's very heavily dependent on what your opponent's Pokemon are like. So if you do this super early, or if they're behind, it probably won't do a whole lot. It's a decent enough attack there. Chatot, Meltan, Litten, Mimikyu, 70 HP, Psychic type. Try to imitate, flip a coin for 2. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. Okay, so, I mean, that's only for 2 energy though, so if they have something that is super powerful, you know, you could imitate it for 2. That's pretty good. Oh, and we're getting a Primarina EX as well. 180 HP, water type, Hydro Pump for 1. This Pokemon has at least 1 extra water energy attached to it. Does 40 more damage, so if you somehow only played it out there for the 1, then it would be dealing 40, but I mean, likely you'd at least rare candy this out, so maybe it'll start off with 2, then it'll go to 80, and then once you get all 3, you get Sparkling Aria for 100, and you heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. All in all, not a bad one there. You know, you're continuously healing damage off of it, so if it is already damaged by the time that you're using that, there, it's essentially like it has 200 HP, or, you know, if it keeps on getting damaged there and not enough to really whittle it down, not many big attacks there, it can just seem like it has a lot more HP. Right, so nice little good one to end that one on there, getting a few more new ones. Put those ones flip through, and very, very nice. Okay, so we're looking at 62 out of our 69, so we only need 7 more cards. I wonder who we have left, because we've got, in the water slot, we've got probably, I mean, it's probably going to be like a Vaporeon EX, maybe? Oh no, we saw the regular Vaporeon, so it's going to be a regular Vaporeon there. We've got space for Jolteon there. We've got space for Umbreon, and for Dragonite, maybe there's a Dragonite EX. There's another empty slot next to Eevee for another normal type there. Snorlax, maybe? After Greedent, maybe there's another Pokemon tool there. Yeah, not too many more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then looks like one more supporter there as well. Okay. Alrighty, so only 7 more left, and we've got plenty of pack opening left to do there. Other than our 1 gold, which, oh boy, we haven't gotten a whole lot of the extra stuff yet, so let's see if we might be able to get some of that. Okay, so 1 flash at the end. Okay, we're gonna get something from here too. Alcremie, Chatot, Vanillite, Mawile, and ooh, the Leafeon full art there. Look at that illustration there. So cute, so cute. You just want to be able to like tug on its tip of its ears or its tail just to grab its attention there. It's another cutie in there. Purloin, Zarina, Torracat, Bounsweet, Alcremie, Tropius, Sableye, Swirlix, Togedemaru, Mienshao, Litten, Woobat, Mimikyu, Minccino, Incineroar, Alomomola, Mienfoo, Chatot, Penny, Wishcash, Mawile, Vanillite, Litten, Umbreon. Okay, the regular Umbreon. They're looking very mysterious there. So gotten 2 of our, or no, the first one there wasn't a regular one there. So this is one of them there. So again, getting another one is really, really nice. Oh, the actual regular foiling on this looks really nice as well. Certainly take that there. Swoobat, Dratini, Bounsweet, Squovan, Greedent. Oh, they're both in the same one, that's nice. Zarina, Swirlix, Eevee, Meltan, Mimikyu, Carbink, Squovent, Wishcash, Joltik, Alcremie. And last pack had something there. Apom, Carbink, Sableye. Ooh, getting a little bit of a Jolteon this time, this illustration on it there. Very, very nice looking. Showing off its super fast speed by jumping around and the lightning leaves wherever it starts. 90 HP for a lightning type, 1 for a beginning bolt, 40 plus. If this Pokemon evolved during your turn, it does 20 more damage there. Okay, so again, not a super huge amount there because it's 1 for 40 damage, or if it evolved the turn that you did it there, it's 60, but it's 60 only for 1 time there. Again, probably not my favorite there, so I think that there are some clear ones like Umbreon and Sylveon. Espeon is also up there, and I think Vaporeon as well. I think those are the 4 that are the best there, because Glaceon just does 50 to anything. This does 60 for 1 turn, and then 40 every other turn there. Leafeon needs heavy investment in it there. Yeah, so, and we're getting another Glaceon there. Okay. Nice, nice. We got some more of the art cards there, and we got the Umbreon, so we got 1 more into our regular ones. There we go. Certainly take all of those. Again, I don't know if they're going to provide us with any shiny Pokemon in these, but if they do, because there are a lot of slots there, oh my goodness, it would be lovely to get some like Eevee or Evolution shinies. Okay, so what is this one? Number 5, potentially? Okay, let's hope. There was so much going on in there. So much. So many flashes, so many sounds there. I'm hoping we get something amazing. Galvantula, Joltik, Double Joltik, Bounce Sweet, Swoobat, Metal, Audino, Torkoal, Vanillish, Appleton. Another Appleton, that's good. We needed that for our sweets overload there. Audino, Vanillix, Bounce Sweet, Torracat. There are shinies, but probably not the regular ones. Not the Eevees that we're looking for, but we're starting off with a Voltorb. Look at that great ball there. Look at that great ball. Certainly take that. Starting off with a Leafeon full art, so double up on the full arts there. We'll certainly want that. A little bit of Brionne, Milcery, Sableye, and Liepard. Eevee, Milcery, Meltan, Appleton, and the regular Vaporeon looking incredibly cute there. It's looking very playful today, so, you know, he wants to go out swimming there, so you better grab your swim trunks there so that you'll go out with it there, because how could you say no to that face? So, getting an extra one for the collection there to finish up the collection. Applin, Litten, Togedemaru. The regular Eevee bag, yep, we didn't have that one there. So it wasn't a tool, it was just the item there. So we're getting okay. We are going to get another shiny here. Now, I don't know if it doesn't look like it's a full art shiny, but it could be. No, it's just another Voltorb. Why did we get the same one twice in a row? There's gonna be other shinies and we got the same shiny. Why? Alomomola, Woobat, Wishcash, Purloin, Liepard, How, Meltan, Dragonair, Swirlix, another Umbreon full art. Good. We want to get as many of the full arts that we can, or at least double up on them. Vanillite, Carping, Litten, Drampa, Ambipom, Dratini, Penny, Litten, Salandit, and Greedent. Okay, so can confirm there are shiny Pokemon in this set there. We just somehow got the same exact one. Okay, so what? This is gonna be two extra ones there, and then we've got the shiny one there. So we only need 4 more left. So some random colorless one that we're not sure, which, like I said, feels like it could be maybe a Snorlax, just where it's situated in the decks. Maybe a Snorlax EX there. We've got Dragonite, probably a Dragonite EX there. We've got Jolteon, and we've got one more Grass or Fire type there. It could be Flapple, because we've got regular Applin, it might be Flapple. Maybe it's going to be like a Flapple EX? I'm not sure. I don't know which ones are EXs and which ones aren't. Alrighty. Another 10 here. I have not been paying attention there, so I have no idea which version, which packs these are. Salazzle, Sableye, Litten, Woobat. Oh. So we didn't get the full art shiny then. We get it now. Oh my goodness. Look at that Gallade there. 170 HP, fighting type. Energized Blade, 70 plus, deals 20 damage. More for each energy attached to your opponent's active there. Yeah. Okay. Cool boy. Now we're getting some good stuff here. On top of the Eevees. Eevee, Cinccino, Sableye, Applin, another Umbreon with that really nice artwork there. Dratini, Applin, Salandit, another Vaporeon, Jolteon there to help finish up the collection there. So what, we need 3 more? Torkoal, Meltan, Vanillix, Alomomola, Leafeon, Brionne, Dratini, Galvantula, Aipom, Salazzle, Mimikyu, Barboach, Chatot, Mienfoo, Swoobat, Joltik, Aipom, Steenie, How, Vanillix. Another leftovers, okay, Salandit, Mienfoo, Togedemaru, Mimikyu, Audino, Litten, Appleton, Litten. What? Whoa. Shiny Zapdos EX. I still have my deck with my Zapdos EX in it. and I have like the one rainbow rare for it, and now you're telling me I could also put in a shiny Zapdos into it there to replace the other regular one I have? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh yeah. Purloin, How, Torracat, Barbo, and a full art How as well. Look how happy he is. He's going on his adventure. Wow, this was a good 10-pack here. 2 full art shinies, and we got a full art How. We got an extra card in the regular deck. Oh my god, yeah, that was a nice 10-pack there as well. Oh, these are some good ones here. Okay, so can confirm there are no other golds in the set there. There is one. There's potentially maybe one other. Actually, it could be. They could have the other. I mean, would they choose not to have the other birds in here? Because I mean, Ahead of Electric is water and fire type, so there's a good chance that the other birds, the other EX birds, are also shinies as well. I would love to get me a shiny Articuno. I don't play it there, but Articuno was my favorite. I just loved its design. Mienfoo, Squoven, Togedemaru, Alcremie, Double Alcremie, Cincino. Oh, we got something in here. Salandit, Sableye, Purloin, and a shiny Ralts. The blues on these are always so nice there. Oh yeah, getting another shiny Pokemon there. They're pretty, you know, their pull rates aren't that great either. So getting so many shinies is always nice. Salazzle, Bounsweet, Alomomola, Salandit, Mienshao, Mawile, Mimikyu, Sableye, Dragonair, another Vaporeon, okay. Leftovers, Barbo, Torracat, Eevee. Ooh, full art Espeon there. We'll absolutely take that. It looks very majestic there. You can see why, what is it, to have the guaranteed evolution of Espeon, you can name it Sakura, and it's just like, yeah, you know, these aren't necessarily Sakura blossoms there, but you know, it gives very heavily that vibe to it. So we'll absolutely take that as well. And we're getting another thing: Hal, Joltik, Minccino, Harvey, and another Umbreon. Okay, you know, we'll certainly take more of these full arts there. I mean, normally I'm like, oh man, you know, another full art that we already have, but I want to get these so that I could give them the like treatments to them there, the little special effects. Torracat, Bounsweet, Apom, Dratini, Wishcash, Mienfoo, Alomomola, Barboach, Slurpuff, Tsarina, Meltan, Ambipom, Squoven, Apom, another Umbreon. We'll absolutely take that, especially since, like I said, this is probably one of, I think this one might be the best, just because the Sylveon one, it's, to get its maximum value out of it, you need 2 or 3 other evolutions, and I think that's going to be difficult to do. But I think it's a good one. Ambipom, Steenie, Double Steenie, Meltan, and How. So we got another shiny there, and a full art, and other and more Umbreon full arts there. But as I wanted to go back to it there, Slurpuff, we were right. It is a psychic type, but it takes colorless for its sweet relay there. So that seems like the deck that I want to do. The Sweets Overload there. Get the Alcremie, get the Slurpuff, get the Appleton there. They're all just stage 1s that, you know, can get a lot of this Sweets Relay going on. Now, I don't know if we saw a Swirlix here. Doesn't look like it. I wanted to check to see if that had stuff as well. I know that the Applin doesn't. There. These are just going to be extra, so they don't go towards our 3 that we're looking for. Again, I'm thinking that it's probably... I mean, I guess if it's a Snorlax, it could be a rare there, but... And they all could be rares. But I don't know. It doesn't feel like we have a lot of EXs in here, so I feel like potentially they could be EXs. Torracat, Sableye, I don't know. Swoobat, Vaporeon. Absolutely every evolution that we get is good. Squovent, Steenie, Greedent, Applin, Ambipom. Milcery. Milcery has Sweets Relay, so that will help out for it as well. Sableye, Dratini, Incineroar. Regular Flareon. Okay, so we needed that one there. Oh, so this is the regular one. This is not the EX one. So this is actually new. Flareon, 110 and Fire. 2 for Assisting Heater. 40. Take a Fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your benched. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. Like, it's not a super huge damage dealer, but it feels very similar to the Moltres EX. You know, it's a watered down Moltres EX, but it does damage when it gives out the extra energy there. So I really like that. It's dealing damage, but it's also giving out the fire. Certainly take that. Our overlord of the overload there, Alcremie. Certainly take all of those. Here, Primarina EX, another one of those. Because I don't think we had another one, so that should complete it out. Zarina, Joltik, Torkoal, Swirlix, Vaporeon. We'll be able to look back on that Swirlix there. And we got more Vaporeons, it's nice. Minccino, Vanillux, Mawile, Torracat. Another Sylveon is good, though we do want the full arts there. Slurpuff, Audino, Togedemaru, Swirlix. Okay, yeah, Swirlix does have Sweets Relay, so that is probably the best one to set it up with there, because you can start off with Swirlixes and then go into Slurpuff there, and you could have Applin, Appleton at the back, and then start working up your Alcremie afterwards. Nice. Another Vaporeon, certainly take that. Audino, Carping, Tropius, Vanillite, Liepard. Another Flareon EX, okay. So I didn't think that this was a super amazing one there, well, but I think it's good enough to play, and I'll certainly take it there. So that will get me 2 of them for me. Audino, Minccino, Eevee, another Leafeon, okay. Vanillite, Leftovers, Applin, Zubat, and another Jolteon, okay. So it's good getting another Jolteon for us there. I don't think we got anything new in there, but that is okay. Oh, no, we did get the Flareon there. So that's, it wasn't a Flapple in there, it was just the regular Flareon. Okay, so we're still missing whatever this normal type is and whatever Dragonite that we have, but because we already had a regular Dragonite, I really think that it's gonna be a Dragonite EX here. If we don't end up getting them there, if we can't complete up the set, we'll certainly check. Okay, so we saw at least one Sparkle there. Steenie, Salazzle, Carping, Milcery, Liepard, Eevee, Milcery, Swoobat, Litten, and another Vaporeon illustrated rare there. We'll absolutely take that there because we'll be able to do multiple of those with another Flareon, so we got 2 of those, that's good. Brionne, Purloin, Barboach, another Vaporeon. We're absolutely getting some sort of treatment there for the Vaporeons. Salandit, Carping, Vanillux, Applin, another Umbreon there. Very good to get it with full arts, because I'd rather get the full arts with their special stuff. Swoobat, I don't know, Barboach, Squovent. Oh, yes, the other birds are full art shinies, yes. Okay, so we're saving my favorite one for last there, but I also still have my deck that uses the Moltres EX in it, so yet another version of it there is really nice, because I do have the Rainbow Rare for every single one of the birds, because I got, like, I'm pretty sure I got 2 of them from Wonder Trades there, and now I've got shinies for them too. Absolutely will take that. And I'm glad I like it to get the new ones there, and so it's like when you open up an ultra rare thing like that, and then it's just like, oh, but I already have that one there. It's like, it's a bit of a bummer. Barboach, Chatot, Salazzle, Meltan, another Leafeon full art, we'll certainly take that, thank you. Apom, Swirlix, Primarina EX, okay, so that's another one of those. Togedemaru, another Leafeon, we'll take that. Salandit, Brionne, Grandpa, Audino, another Vaporeon, good. Torkoal, double Torkoal, Mienfoo, Alcremie, another Sylveon, that's good. Zarina, Mienfoo, Swirlix, Minccino. Oh my. My heart. That's so adorable. Well, I think we have to change what my favorite immersive rare is, and I completely forgot that we had immersive rares in this. So we've got the immersive rare, we've got the gold within our first like 100 or so. Oh my, and it was the last card. I mean, it's just it's so adorable there. Oh, look at my little boy. Oh, my little boy there. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Getting extra stuff. We've got an immersive rare and a full art shiny EX there. Okay, so here we have it there. Everything after that Eevee is a shiny, so we've got something before the Voltorb there. We've got the Electrode. We've obviously got the Ralts and Curlia, maybe a regular Gallade there, and then, you know, a few things there, 100, 101, 102, maybe another triple thing there. Maybe like the original Dratini to Dragonite there, and then obviously the Articuno there. So, I mean, if there's only 4 full art shinies there, and we're already like halfway there, and we've already got 4 of them there, I think we're doing pretty good, to be fair. Alrighty. Let's go on in and see what this one has to reveal for us. One more good thing. Okay. This might be our first dud there. Slurpuff, Barboach, Aipom, Eevee, Galvantula, Applin, Purloin, Woobat, Alcremie. Nope, not dead yet. We've got a shiny Ekans. Yes, more new shinies. Joltik, Minccino, Appleton, Popplio, Wishcash, Sableye, Salandit, Joltik, Wishcash, Ambipom, Mienfoo, Incineroar, Milcery, Sableye, Leafeon. That. Wishcash, Sableye, Vanillite, Torracat, Glaceon, take that. Brionne, Meltan, Salandit, Vanillite, Wishcash, Eevee, Alomomola, Joltik, Mimikyu, Zarina, Aipom, Sableye, Applin, Manchow, another Eevee bag there. Swoobat, Vanillite, Torkoal, Salandit, Glaceon for our final one there. Okay, so getting another shiny there. So, I mean, it was our only new thing in it there, but yeah, we got some dupes of some of the Eevee cards there. Okay, so there might be potentially a 5th shiny full art EX potentially there. Does water come before fire? Nope, water comes after fire, so that's definitely there. So it's either another fire type or another grass type, or just a solo thing in steel, or I mean, normal is afterwards, so it could also just be a shiny Eevee as well, which I would be thrilled with. This might be our last one here, because I haven't been keeping track there, but let's hope for one more cool thing in it. Like, we do want to get the full art Penny there for her design, a full art, you know, any of the EXs there, like Sylveon, Flareon there. We've got 2 missing cards. Vanillish, another Umbreon there. Yes, yes. Probably one of the best ones that we could get. Brionne, Salandit, leftovers. Litten, Dratini, Cinccino, Skwoven, leftovers. Joltik, Litten. Oh, that's good to get another shiny one, though I do wish it was the Articuno or just any other shiny, but we'll absolutely take an extra one. Like, that just goes to show what the luck is being like right now with these Eevee packs. Skwoven, Mimikyu, Penny, Dratini, Audino, Steenie, another Umbreon. Absolutely take that one there. Litten, Togedemaru, Zarina, Swirlix, Vaporeon, Woobat, Milcery, Slurpuff, Minccino. It is an EX. I got it right. Dragonite EX, 180 HP, Dragon type, Water, Electric, Colorless, Giga Impact, 180. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Again, I don't know if we have anything that has 190 or 200 HP. If we don't, this is just a one-hit kill, and then it has to recharge there. And it's like, oh, well, this already has 100 HP. So, like what do you want? There. Oh, so it is just a one-hit kill there. It's not quite as, I would say, interesting as the Dragonite from Genetic Apex there that did the 200 divided by, as 50 damage between 4 targets there. But I mean, this is a guaranteed kill on whatever is out there, unless they have something to, unless they have like a boost to the defenses, or obviously, you know, they have an Oricorio, and then they're just like, yep, my bird can take it. So that's good there. We're only one off now. One colorless boy off. Squoven, Vanillish, Apom, How, Mimikyu, Barboach, Carbink, Ambipom, Apom, another Ambipom there. Joltik, Apom, Melmetal, Torkoal, Leftovers, Chatot, Double Chatot, Drampod, Dratini, and Greedent. Okay, so getting up our double Zapdos Shiny EX, as well as the Dragonite there. We are one off from completing up the master set. Now, unfortunately, we don't have all of the evolutions in their full arts there, so that is the only thing up. You know, we're missing the Flareon and let's see here, and the Glaceon. Yep, and the Glaceon, and got that one there. Psychic. There's nothing. So there is a full art in fighting there, or no, it's Sylveon. It's Sylveon. So we do have some full arts missing there, and okay, we do get one, at least one more here. I don't think we get one after this though. So this might be our final 10, which, all in all, we got some amazing ones. Again, getting the gold in the first pack is just absolutely insane. We've also got the immersive rare there. We've gotten multiple full art shiny EXs there. I think I heard one sound in there towards the beginning. Appleton, Audino's, Landit, Eevee, Alcremie, Litten, Wishcash, Lilomola, Mienfoo, Slurpuff, Swoobat, Eevee, Sableye, Mienfoo, and the Sylveon. So we do get one more of the full arts there. Well, if we could get Glaceon, that would be really, really nice there. Glaceon and the Flareon, too. Woobat, Torracat, another Espeon, we'll certainly take that. Chatot, How, Litten, Liepard, Woobat, Lilomola, another Jolteon, we'll take that as well. Mienfoo, Eevee, Alcremie, Woobat, Incineroar, Torkoal, Drampon, Minccino, Audino, another Sylveon, we'll take that. Ambipom, Steenie, Torracat, Salandit, another Sylveon full art. That's really, really good there for us. Penny, Eevee, Apom, Carbink, Mienshao, Penny, Brion, Bounsweet, Vanillite, and we're getting one last thing in this here. It is a Snorlax EX, and we got the rainbow before we got the regular one there. Oh my god, that's so funny. So we've got every single card in here, we just don't have the regular one. Snorlax EX, and he's out in the middle of the road there. 160 HP, colorless, full mouth manner. The end of your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, heal 20 HP from it. This thing has so much HP because of that there. It takes a little bit of damage and it just heals up. You put the and because of that there, it's only appropriate that they have the leftovers out there because, hey, if it's in the active slot, it'll heal another 10. So then it's just healing 30 each turn in the active slot. It'll have so much HP like that. Flop down Punch, 130 damage. It's now asleep afterwards there, which, I mean, it makes a lot of sense there. If we're able to get it awake though, it'd be really, really nice. It is 4 to do, 4 retreat. You know, I'd be interested to make a deck around it there, like a really, really tanky deck there. But oh my god, I think it's just so funny. We got the Snorlax Rainbow before we got the regular Snorlax. There. $17,500. Get 2 new ones in there, Sylveon and Snorlax. So, I mean, obviously we're missing out on some full arts there, some rainbows and whatnot. Oh, I think, yep, we've reached the end on those. And if we look in on these, we're just going to go to the bottom just to take a look at some of the stuff there. Yep, we got the Articuno. Oh, it's a Farfetch'd, okay. Arbok, not a Gallade, but the Gardevoir, which is really, really nice because of its effect there. Electrode. Okay, so we've got Lapras and Pinsir there for us. We've got a Dragonite EX, the Sylveon, the Primarina, the Flareon, Penny, and then Full Arch for all of our EXs there. And we've got the Glaceon and the Flareon left to get there. And then obviously the regular Snorlax EX as well. So this is not going to be the last time that I am going to be opening this up, because I do... This will probably be the one set that I might try to get complete because it is Eevee themed there. You know, or at least make certain that I pull all of the cards that I'm looking for, like the Articuno shiny there, probably the Gardevoir and the Kirlia, of course the Sylveon and the Flareon and Penny, rainbows and full arts there for, you know, even the full arts up here, the Eevee full art, and then, you know, getting the rest of these illustrated rares there and finishing up the master set. So it's unfortunate that we were off by one regular EX for Snorlax there, but I don't think it's going to be long to be able to get one more of it there. So thank you for joining me in on this another absolutely crazy run for opening Pokemon TCG Pocket there on probably what will be one of my favorite sets there. Maybe not mechanically, but because of the contents of it there. Who knows? Maybe they'll have another Eevee set in the future. But thank you for joining me in. I hope that you have incredible luck as well with whatever you are up to, and I will look forward to seeing you again. And until then, please take care of yourself. I'll see you later. See ya. Bye.